Years gone, we've seen the former coach Theodore Tapper Whitmore complain about lack of physios. How many physios are there currently, and you think that number is enough, to handle the 22-man squad, for instance?
Well,
Greetings, sports fans. Welcome back to another episode of the Off the Bench podcast. And today, we're joined by Mr. Alvin Green. Once again, we're doing things differently. We looked at the physical trainer for the Reggae Boyz. We looked at the video analyst for the Reggae Boyz. And now up is the sports massage therapist, Alvin Green. Alvin, what's up, man?
I'm here.
All right. So Alvin, tell us, you're in a very interesting, field. Tell us, how a little background, how you grew up and how you got into sports massage therapy.
Oh well, it pretty much started when I attended the Edith Dalton James High School, where there I was an athlete. Did track and field, did football, and mostly track and field. And it propelled me in the years. My last season was in 2017 as an senior athlete. But our started sports massage therapy was pretty much from school. My coach, Mr. Patrick Johnson, he was a student at the GC Foster College of Physical Education and Sports to massage. Well, basically the basics and the importance of it. And I also got the knowledge when I attended GC Foster College. So it really started from school when we were pretty much practicing on each other. Because at that time, we couldn't afford a massage therapist. So we had to help each other. And we got pretty much great performances based on those little flushes we would give each other on the weekend before a meet. So yeah, it really paid off.
Good. And by the way, what events you did? You said you were an athlete.
Well, in the earlier stage, I was venturing because I came there, said I was a sprinter, so I started at 2-4. And the coach looked at me and said, one day you're going to be a 400-meter runner. So pretty much I did basically almost all of the events except the 100-meter. So the 100-meter, as a quint it done. So, if you never have the start, you can finish
True.
up there in the pack. So,
Yeah.
we did basically I did almost every event. 2, 4, 8, 15, even 5,000. But in 2008 I found the 400-meter, and from then, yeah, up to 2014 when I was in college at GC Foster, pretty much was dominant in the 400 meters. Where I represented the country, Pan Am Games and Pan Am Festival, So yeah, CSE Games as well. Yeah, and been at also pen relays for GC Foster. Yeah.
So, good career. But so what led you to, was it injuries? What led you to what you're doing
Yeah,
now?
pretty much was injured in 2016, and I had to call it in 2017. And at the time, I was pursuing in the sports massage therapy course there at GC Foster. Also did the fitness instruction course there, and seeing that track and field is coming to an end for me. I took on the sports massage therapy and pretty much was giving back to the sport and basically end up start loving it. And the rest is history from there. I have been with numerous teams, cricket, track and field, football, you know, basketball, netball as well. So I mean, it's post massage therapy is very important.
So, very important, but for those that don't know what exactly it entails, can you tell us a little bit about, what exactly is sports massage therapy?
Well, the sports massage therapy it helps to increase flexibility, also reduce tension and muscle tightness. It also improves well, includes circulation as well. Increase range of motion. Also, it I would say helps relaxation as well. Um, we also use it for reducing of injuries. You know, it's very important.
You mentioned injury prevention. How does what you do actually prevent injuries? Is it that you do
Well,
it before the games or the matches or whatever, and after?
yes, because you have three types of massage. You will say the pre-event, which is preparing them before the event. The maintenance, which is during, and what I say we call it the post and the rehabilitation, which is after. So there those three stages is very important for an athlete in preventing injury.
And what about recovery? I know athletes would usually take a ice bath, but what else can be done in terms of recovery and rehab?
Well, definitely sports massage would be one of the ideal parts of recovery as well. Getting rid of the lactic acid is in the muscles, and you mentioned ice bath as well. Ice bath is one of them, but definitely sports massage is one ideal recovery.
All right, you said that you've been with multiple teams, but say
Yeah.
for instance you're with the Reggae Boys now. What is the tell us about how a typical day would go? From you wake up to throughout the day and when you go to bed.
All right. So pretty much on a normal day, like a normal training day. So for instance, we're up from 7:30 in the medical room, getting things ready. Also during that time, we would actually have few persons coming in to do their checkups or normally few take a flush before we leave out to the training ground. We have that in place. And say for instance we're at the training ground now, like we would have like at least 45 minutes before they approach the field. We would then again prepare them for the session. So we prep them, work on their flexibility, check the muscles, if any tightness, any tension, you know, such and such, any wrapping or anything. We do that before they go. So we can actually report anything to the coach, and we will say, hey, John is not available. You know, John can take it easy today. So pretty much that's it for the before training, and then now after training we are back in the medical room. We prepare like a list time in when we are available, and the guys would come and get their treatment. You know, some of them will take a little while to come. So sometimes, even though we set a time, we still end up wait for them to come as well because it's very important for them.
Right. Um, is it painful for the players?
I would say painful, but if they are having like tight muscles and tension, they would
Mm.
feel
Because
some kind
discomfort.
of pain. Yes, but it won't be for long.
Right. Right.
It is definitely would ease off when the muscles are supple and free. Yeah.
Mm. And you mentioned that you would like provide a status report to the coach. So you link closely with the medical staff to say, hey, this player might be carrying an injury or whatever. As you said, take it easy in training or whatever. So how's that link like between you guys and the coach?
Well, as I said, as I mentioned earlier on, if an athlete is injured, the first person who really has the right to diagnose is a doctor, and then the physio would actually do his or her thing, and then it come down back to the massage therapist to work. So we all work together in a team, and it's always a teamwork. And from the get go, we listen what the doctor says, and then we come together and decide how long he would be out for or her will be out for, and then we mention it to the coach, and then whatever preparation is to be done should be done, and any changes would be made, coach would know what to do.
All right, cool. Years gone, we've seen the former coach Theodore Tapper Whitmore complain about lack of physios. How many physios are there currently, and you think that number is enough, to handle the 22-man squad, for instance?
Well, right now on this last Gold Cup team, we had one doctor, two physiotherapists, two massage therapists, which still is not enough, but I think we can improve on that aspect of getting more hands to work on the players and getting the recovery, getting them recovered in time to perform to the best of their abilities. And I think we need more hands in that era.
So a lot of long days for you guys. I can imagine long
Yeah,
hours.
a lot of long days. And
Yeah,
sometimes they ask us, so you massage us, who massage you? So yeah, we have a
right.
lot of long days. Yeah.
Yeah, and how is the relationship like with athletes and players? Is it like a barbershop setting? You just reason and talk and so on while you do your treatment.
Well, pretty much. Some are open up for conversations, and while some just come and relax and get the treatment and leave. But yeah, we try to keep a good bond with the players because we definitely want to know what's going on or how they feel, and I think having that bond with them, we'll have an understanding of how they are feeling and what they can do when the time is for them to go there.
Right. Who you prefer working with? You mentioned that you work with cricketers, athletes, netballers, footballers. I put you on the spot. Which
Uh,
group is good to work with?
well, I say everybody is good. I don't have any problem with none. You know, once everything is on paper and right, everything is good. I don't have any problem.
All right, cool. Well said. Best part of working with footballers.
The best part is I would say is basically when I've treated them, and we have won the tournament. Just like my team, my club back here in Jamaica, Mount Pleasant. Also, I work with Jamaica College Manning Cup team, and a lot of years we been victorious in the schoolboy football era, and now the club Mount Pleasant Football Academy, their first title. It was a great feeling for me. So being there and working on the players, and seeing them reaping their victory, it's a great feeling, and that's pretty much what I enjoy. Seeing them win,
Right,
knowing
right.
that I was there to help,
Yeah, you're a
and
part of it. Yeah.
yes.
Uh, Good stuff. Good stuff. Worst part of the job. What you do like about the job?
Um, the worst part would be when I tell a player that, hey, you need to do this, and if you don't do this, this will happen. And they take a deaf ear, and it happens, and they say, hey, if I didn't know, if I did listen, that's the worst part of it. And the fact, mainly, if that player as I would say, would be one of the better players that will really contribute to the game if being given a chance to be on the field, and he's out because of injury. So that's the worst part.
How is it traveling with a team? Say for instance, the Reggae Boys. How is that like? City to city, up and down. How is that like? And do you get homesick or anything?
It's a great experience. Going places, and learning about different cities and states, and it's I would say it's great. The fact that I'm from a small country as Jamaica, and going different parts of the world, it's always a great pleasure representing, and it's I would say it's a very great experience.
All right, good. And we see that you play a very vital role in the chain.
Yeah.
You always wanted to work with footballers, or it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter, once I get the job and get the job done,
Mm.
I'm ready to work. That's just it, you know.
What's your most memorable moment so far in your career?
I would say I was working with an athlete at Jamaica College. He was out for 3 weeks before champs, and we have him in rehab, and he was actually a medalist in the final. That was one of my most memorable moments as an massage therapist.
Good stuff. Anybody want to big up? We're coming to an end. Anybody want to big up?
Well, just big up everybody who know me. Big up all of the Mount and people them at JC. You know, big up everybody who know me from GC Foster. You know, the whole Jamaica. Big up.
Okay. And what would you say to somebody watching this and likes his career and want to get involved in sports therapy? What advice would you give them?
Um, you have to be patient, and once you have the knowledge about the human body and how it works, I think there's nothing would discourage you from doing this. Once you have a willingness and that drive to just help, there's nothing can discourage you.
All right, folks, that's another episode of the Off the Bench podcast. I'm your host, Eddie Guna. Alvin Green, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, man. Respect, man.
All right, folks, you know the drill. Like, share, and subscribe. We're out.
Hey, this is Amanite, Reggae Boy Goalkeeper, and you're watching Eddie Vision channel. Like, subscribe, and share. Thanks, guys. Peace.